whole culture.
Good. To a certain extent. We want you to be beings, not doers. And we want you to be lovers, not haters. And we want you to be receivers more and thinkers a little less.
And that touches my question of what it's about. For my first 65 years, I was involved in being very assertive and pushy and overworking and making big achievements in this society.
And that's why you're sort of not really liking the idea of prosperity, because you associate that prosperity with the struggle. But you can have prosperity without the struggle. It feels to you like you paid too much of a price of not enough freedom, you see.
So receptivity is the challenge for me, is to really embrace receptivity rather than assertiveness.
Today's been a good day, but here's the way to look at it. Step 1, step 2, step 3. We haven't talked about this today like this. Step 1 is contrast causes you to ask. And in that step 1, you're doing a whole lot of thinking. You're comparing this to this. You're acknowledging that and that. That's really the thinking mode. Step 2, not yours to do. Source is thinking about it. Source is answering it. Source is flowing to it. Step 3 is you get into the receptive mode so that you can receive the answer to what you've been thinking about. It's the match to your thoughts. It's the positive match to your thoughts. So it sort of all comes together for you, doesn't it? We think that the takeaway for you in what's happened all day here today, and the thing that we want to emphasize with you most right now, is just pay a little bit of attention to whether you're thinking or whether you're receiving. But here's the thing. So when you think about conditions, you launch rockets of desire, and it sets creation in motion. And then when you care about how you feel, and you know about your inner being, and you deliberately tune to the frequency of your vortex into your inner being, and you accomplish vibrational equivalency because you've quieted your mind and you're thinking nothing, and in thinking nothing you're contradicting nothing, so you've got vibrational equivalency because you're thinking nothing. Now that vibrational equivalency begins to mature in your mind. You become the translator of this vibration, and that's when life really gets good. It really begins to feel fun. And once that begins and you add your thoughts to that, that's when you really begin to feel the hands in the clay, deliberate creation that you came to live. So it isn't that we want you to stop thinking. It's that we want you to know when to press on the gas and when to let up on the gas. And so step 1, you're stepping on the gas and you're stepping on the brakes and you're stepping on the gas. And then when you get into the receptive mode, you're just letting it flow naturally. But once that momentum starts going, then it's time to get on the internet and make that phone call and find those 2 men in a truck and invite them over and make an appointment and think about that. And you see what we're getting at? It dovetails so beautifully. When you let your mind meld with the mind of your inner being, that's co-creation at its best. You as an extension of source energy, but not a puppet on a string extension of source energy, the leader of source energy. Sometimes people will say to us, Abraham, I've been following you for 10 years. And we say, actually, we've been following you. You're the one mixing it up. You're the one asking the questions. You're the one summoning us. We're on the heels of the life that you are carving out, you see.
Am I waking up from a dream?
That's what getting into the receptive mode is. You could say you're waking up from a dream because you're gradually releasing the beliefs that kept it hidden from you. You come in and you're wide awake when you first come into your body, and then you meet others and you want to go back to sleep. And then they start trying to control you a little bit. And then you pick up beliefs that don't serve you, which sort of tamp down your enthusiasm for life. It quiets your interest in things. And then you reach this place where you're asking with stronger fervor and receiving with greater clarity. And it's a reawakening. We've been calling this the time of awakening. It's a time of returning to who you really are. It feels like now you can begin living the life that you intended to live. But you had to get hungry before you knew how much you wanted to eat. And you had to know what you don't want before you could know what you do want. And you had to live with negative emotion before you could know the preciousness of positive emotion. And you had to have some experiences of loneliness and despair because you'd pinched yourself off from your inner being before you decided, I will be in alignment with my inner being no matter what. It's easy in this world of so many things going right for you. It's easy for you to become complacent and stop tuning yourselves. But when things start shaking up a little bit and you start recognizing the things that really matter to you, then you wake up and hopefully align with the energy that creates worlds. Something more on that list?
No, you're amazing, and I'm so blessed to be here. Thank you very much.
We're happy that you can hear. We're happy that you're hearing us. Yeah. Very good. Very good.
So I know that there's something big brewing, and it's like, yes, that. And in the past, I've stopped it, and
Never mind.
I'm ready to be ready.
Yeah. Except when you're thinking about having stopped it in the past, then you're not.
Exactly, yes.
When you're thinking about having stopped it in the past, then you're not ready to be ready. Then you got it all stopped up again right now. So now you have to take another nap.
Right.
There's a tendency to want to explain where you've been, isn't there? To sort of justify why you're not further along now. But feel how counterproductive that is. Yeah. And so
What I have been, I have
choke
been,
on those words. Choke on those words. What I have, she started to say, what I have, and then she realized, that's not helpful, is it?
exactly. Okay, I've been seeing numbers in sequence all the time. I work, my day job is in something where I'm around the people and doing the things that the community I want to be in, and I'm already in vibrationally. I did a job and I was like, I'm kind of tired of working for these people. I want to be the one that I have people working with. I want my team together. And so I see it happening.
But feel the discord in that. I don't like being part of a team that I want to be a team around me. That's like saying, I want to gather around me a whole bunch of people that aren't really happy being around me, helping me do what I want to do. I don't like working for somebody else, but I want to be the one that others work for. I want to be the one that other people that don't want to work for me, that's the person I want to be. I want to be the head not wanting to be with her.
Okay, excellent, because I hadn't thought of it that way. That's great.
So you got to be a happy part of a team.
Yes, exactly.
You got to be right where you are and find happiness where you are. Because if you try to go somewhere else to find happiness, you'll just take your unhappy person with you to that place that you think is going to be more happy, and you won't find happiness over there. You might as well just start right now where you are. So what is the advantage of being part of a team?
Part of a team.
An important, viable, co-creative part of a team. What's good about that?
Is creating with other people and getting all like great conversation and great ideas and all focused in this great direction.
So when you talk like that, you're getting ready to be ready.
Yes, I am.
But where you started just a minute ago, you weren't ready to be ready.
I'm ready to be ready.
So that's the conversation you want to have.
Yes.
Teams are fun. Co-creation is fun. Brilliance coming together, different pieces of it from different people for different reasons, and coming together and stimulating new ideas among each other that has never been there before. Co-creating at its best. Now, feel how that settles in you. The reason it feels like that is because it settles in with what your inner being knows. And as it settles in with what your inner being knows, then you're not blocking what you want. Because you see, here's the thing we really want you to hear. Every miserable day you've spent on that team, you've been launching rockets of desire. When it's not fun, you want it to be fun. When you don't feel productive, you want to feel more productive. When you feel confused, you want more clarity. When someone misunderstands you, you want to be understood. When someone disregards you, you want to be regarded. When you don't make as much money as you know you're worth, you want to make the money that you know you're worth. And so that contrast has been causing you, bit by bit over a long time, to create a very viable reality, a vibrational reality that now has gathered enough momentum that you can start receiving the benefit of it. Some of that can begin turning to things. It already is beginning to become things. So as this vibrational reality is, different little pieces of it are occurring to you, then it just gets better and better and better and better and better. You start having more fun. Collectively, you create even a bigger vortex. The thing that we want you to hear from us, because most people are approaching life sort of as you just were. Here I am on this team, and it's not that great. So I would like to go over there to a different team and maybe in a different format on that team. And we say, but the thing is, it's your point of attraction that is creating what's coming new. It's not you physically moving to another place. So just for a little while, hold these words in your mind for a while. I'm going to move myself vibrationally rather than physically for just a little while. I'm going to do all my moving up vibrationally, not up the corporate ladder, up the vibrational ladder. I'm going to move myself vibrationally. And the nice thing about a vibrational move is your boss doesn't have to approve it. The nice thing about a vibrational move is nobody has anything to say about it but you. A vibrational move is something that you can start right now, and something that you can begin receiving the emotional benefits from right now, and something that you can begin witnessing the evidence of right now, until you begin to realize that your world is formulating around you. You're not out there looking for pockets of it. Your world is forming itself around you.
That's so exciting.
It is exciting. Something more you want to clarify?
I'm good. I'm looking forward to everything here today.
All right, so just for fun, try to say the things that you were saying to us earlier. Can't even say them. You can't find them because your now reality has morphed into something else. You've already started moving up the vibrational ladder. Your point of attraction is already different. The team that you're on at that job you have is already transformed. You're already in a different place of vibrational leadership. You're going to be a vibrational leader. And whether you get the name on the door or the extra good parking place or the title or even the financial raise right away is irrelevant. You've given yourself a vibrational raise, and that will transform everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.